Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Monday and welcome to your weekly forecast reading with Spirit for the week of September 3rd to September 9th. Today I'm going to be channeling some messages to you directly from the spirit realm, directly from your spirit guides, in hopes of giving you some messages of love, light, healing, connection, compassion, all those beautiful things, and for something for you to focus on this week with regards to your own intuition, your own spirituality, and your connection to your own guides. So if you feel drawn to listen to the majority of this message or the entirety of this message, it's definitely for you. If you feel drawn to skip through parts of the message or pass it by completely, then this message may not be for you. The idea and my intention is always that this message will reach exactly who it needs to when they're fully able and ready to receive it. All right, so let's dive in and see what Spirit would like to share with us for this upcoming week. Okay, so I'm getting a couple of things coming in all at once. When I was doing my kind of intention setting for my reading today, I felt the energy of dragon. Okay, so dragon as an animal guide. And right now I'm also getting giraffe as well. So dragon and giraffe coming in right away as our animal guides. And then the next message that I'm getting from Spirit is all about communication. And so what they're saying, essentially what they're saying here is to communicate wisely and effectively, okay? So there's a huge encouragement coming from the spirit realm at this moment about communication. They're really encouraging us to speak up, to self-express, to share what's on our mind, to stand up for ourselves, to get our point across, to share what we've been thinking, feeling, all of those things. Okay, so it's really about opening up the throat and heart chakra and really speaking from a sense of empowerment and confidence from that place, regardless of what the situation may be for you. Okay, so if you've been feeling like there's something that you need to get off your chest, if there's a conversation that you need to have, if there's an article that you want to write, if there's something you want to share in your business, a video that you want to post, a presentation you want to make at work, something that you need to say to somebody, it can be so many different things, but I want you to feel into your heart and feel into your kind of gut and see what's coming up for you around this, okay? So there's a huge encouragement here to speak your piece, speak what you need to say, communicate effectively, communicate wisely, okay? It's this type of communication is not about like communication without consideration. It's very much about like speaking your truth in a way that is respectful and getting what you need to say out there. Okay. So it's not about being harsh or rude or blunt or careless with your words or your thoughts or ideas, but it's about being strategic in the sense that you're saying what you need to say. And it's coming from the heart. It's coming from a place of self-empowerment, but you're not being disrespectful in any way. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. But please encourage yourself, really, step up to the microphone this week and say what you need to say to whom you need to say it. Okay. So huge communication emphasis this week in getting things straight, setting things straight, okay? Making things clear for yourself and everybody else. This could even mean that, by the way, if you're not feeling like this needs to go like to someone or at something, it could also be something that you need to get out in a journaling practice, okay? Something that you need to get out of your head and onto paper. So communication and expression is very much highlighted this week for you. Make sure that you're doing it in a way that feels in alignment with your truth, okay? All right, so let's see what else. Okay, so the next message that's coming in is about balance. And when we look at balance, it can be so many different things, but what they are communicating with us this week has to do with kind of like a work rest balance. Okay, so what they're sharing here is that you're going to start to really notice the effects a lot more. What's the word? Like a lot more in your face. Okay, it's a lot more obvious right now. And moving forward, when you are not balancing work with rest, okay, you're not relaxing enough, you're not restoring or re-energizing enough, you're going to feel it a lot more impactfully. It's going to be a lot more, what's the word I want to use here? Like you can't ignore it. Okay, it's just something that is going to really be distracting for you if you're not balancing your work time and your productivity time, or the time that you spend at work, with enough recharge time. So it's like we're being kind of pushed a little bit to make sure that we're not ignoring our needs. We've spent so much of our lives, our conditioning, our programming around ignoring our needs of our body, of our physical body, of our emotional and mental well-being, and our need for our spiritual practice. Okay, so what they're saying is essentially that if you are not making an effort to balance these things, you're going to feel the impacts of the imbalance a lot more significantly than ever before. And the idea with this is that it's encouraging you to make sure that you have practices and rituals and conscientious thought in place around making sure that you're taking care of yourself. Okay, so you're not going to be able to get by anymore by pushing yourself, by hustling, by overdoing it, by burning yourself out. Your body, your mind, and your soul is going to, bring you to a complete halt. Okay. It's going to be a lot more obvious now. So make sure that throughout your day, or as often as you can, you're balancing your work time with your downtime. Okay, so what do you need to do for yourself to ensure that that's going to happen? And it's easy enough to kind of listen to this message and have it go in one ear and out the other. But I'm telling you now, like, if you're not doing this, it's going to stop you in your tracks. Okay. And you may have already been feeling this in the past weeks. I definitely know that I have. Okay, so what do you need to do to restore balance every single day? And what does that look like for you personally? Okay, there's so many things that this could be. Okay, but what does restoring balance look like to you? How does your body, your mind, your emotions, and your spiritual planes all need to have rest? Okay, what does that look like and feel like for you? And even for those highly sensitive souls listening, what does sensory breaks look like for you as well? Okay, you may have been feeling overstimulated lately as a highly sensitive soul. So this is another message about how do we restore balance in our lives. Okay, so we're going to be needing to take breaks and be highly conscientious of what that looks like and what that means to us. Okay, all right, what else? Okay, so the last message that I'm getting coming in is just more about speaking your truth. And the idea with this message is that Spirit is saying that it's really important for us to make sure that, like we mentioned in the third message about communicating powerfully and authentically, just to become aware of those who are not able to receive your truth, who are not able to receive that authentic self-expression. And those people who are not able to receive that, it's an indication of what needs to be cleaned up and cleared out in your life, okay? It's an indication of how we need to kind of curate the types of people and environment and things in our life that are not in frequency with us, okay? So instead of trying to force a connection, instead of trying to make people understand you or be on the same wavelength as you, instead of trying to make people agree with you or get where you're going or what you're doing, allow them to be where they are and allow you to be where you are. And this is no longer an energy, a vibration of proving yourself anymore, okay? So if people are purposely not listening, they're purposely making your voice difficult for you to stand in your authenticity, then use that as an obvious indication that these are not the type of people, places, environments that you need to be in. Okay, so there's a huge message here around curating your life around what is authentic to you. And if you can't communicate how you feel, what you know, what you're thinking, what you believe, your ideas, your thoughts, your creative channel, if that can't be received, then use that as an indicator of where is not, where you belong and don't belong, okay? What energy is going to resonate with you and support you, and what's not going to resonate with you and support you. And don't try to make frequencies match that don't match, okay? It's not your job to do that. So being aware, becoming very much aware of how your voice is either received or rejected, okay, during this week, and allowing that to give you an indicator of where you need to spend more time and less time, who you need to spend more time around, who you need to spend less time around, environments that you should be in more, environments that you should move away from, etc., etc. So hopefully that makes sense, but use your voice this week as a barometer for where your frequency and vibration is moving to and shifting to, and where it's going away from as well. All right, I really hope that makes sense. But please do speak up this week so that you can give yourself an indicator of how you need to shift and tweak your energy. All right. Okay, so all right. So thank you so much, Spirit, for those beautiful messages. Guys, I really hope that helped. I really hope you were able to receive those and resonate with them today. If you were able to connect with these messages, please do leave me a comment below the video, send me a DM, send me an email. I always love to hear from you and how these messages resonate with you. So please do that. If you want to receive these messages typed up and sent directly to your email inbox, make sure you head over to my website, www.theconsciousher.com. And on the homepage of the website, you can enter in your name and email, and that will automatically sign you up, okay, for the transcribed messages every week. I also include the meanings of the animal guides that come in as well, which are equally as important to these messages. All right. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. I really appreciate your support, and I will catch you next time. Have a beautiful week ahead. Bye.